not in the front row on Saturday, I'll give you some time between sessions, kind of on your own. Okay? I hope I don't have to do that. Because I really think we can win a trophy. Get ready. I want to start practicing in 15 minutes.
So, Mom, we can get the fire. Can we bring it into the library? Yeah. I'll put it back in the stuff. Okay. Well, you can get one back, right? I have Dad bring Debbie. I'm getting mine back. Not big. I'll take it home. How do you make sure whatever you take here? Don't ask me. I'm going to have to go home and do it because I can't do it. Dad's got one time, Mom's got the other. And one guy. Because Gina was going to do that. So guys, I don't know.
Girls, I don't want to tell you this, but definitely
How you spell Liberty?
L-I-B.
E-R. Q-I. I don't want to misspell it. You done? I need to go to class now.
Go ahead.
I know. Spring dress? Black. I'm bringing a couple things. I would think. I do.
Hey, just hold up your hand with... No, number one, that's not a B for Victor. They wouldn't understand that. Not in this day and age. Let's see.
Mr. Fowler. Sunday school. I'm in Bangalore with contracts coming up. That's good.
Turn around there and get an excited mother.
Are you kidding? I've already got the dress.
Oh, hi.
Of Liberty High School. Their record, 26 wins, only 4 losses. The head coach, Paul Crakey, career record, 103 wins, only 53 losses. Number 10 is Russ Gennenbacher. Number 22, Todd Dietrich. Number 24, Mike Schneider. Number 30, Dennis Klingel. Number 32, Bruce Dietrich. Number 44, Jim Seals. Number 52, Rod Groff. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Liberty Eagles. At forward is senior, 62, number 42, Dion Nyson.
He is the leading rebounder and scorer for Liberty.
At the other forward is senior, 6'3", number 50, Blaine Rowe.
He averages 10.1 points a game and just over 6 rebounds.
Starting at center for the Eagles, the junior, 6'1", number 34, Jeff Owen.
He is 55% from the field, averaging 9.8 points a game.
At one guard, a senior, 5'11", number 20, Sam Ormond.
He is their playmaking guard, averages only 4 points a game.
And the other guard, a senior, 5'10", number 12, Jerry Nyson.
He averages 15 points a game, and he is a good one.
The Pana High School with a record of 27 wins, only 4 losses. The head coach of the Panthers with a career record of 192 victories, only 85 losses, John Blackburn. Number 12, Todd Bakowitz. Number 24, Mike Eddy. Number 32, Gary Adey. Number 34, Mike Aldy. Number 40, Mark Spinner. Number 44, John McLeod. Number 50, John Stocker. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Pana Panthers. At a forward, a senior, 6'4", number 42, Eric Byers.
Averages 12.3 points a game, and the leading rebounder at 10.4 rebounds a game.
At forward, a senior, 6'3", number 54, Joey Drake. He's one of their top shooters. The average is 14.7 points. Starting at center for the Panthers, the senior, 6'5", number 52, Mark Beaudry. The leading scorer for the Panthers at 18.1 points a contest. At guard, a senior, 5'10", number 22, Eric Winnicke. 9.5 points a game. Good playmaking guard. And the other guard, a senior, 5'11", number 14, Jim Ludwig. And he averages just under 5 points a game. So there you have it. The Pana Panthers. Let's check now the officials for tonight's contest. Wesley Wilson there on the left and Stan Votaw on the right. Ready for action. But first, one of your network sponsors is Stauffer Chemical Company. Playing tonight in the quarterfinals. Dunlop, North Central Illinois. Danville, just 40 miles to the east of Champaign. Liberty over near the Mississippi River. And Pana down in East Central Illinois. And Pana wins the toss, but an over and back violation on the opening jump. Coming down with the basketball is Joe Strake, who came down on the wrong side of the line. So Liberty will open up with the basketball. The Eagles in red. That is Jerry Nyson to Jeff Owen. Back to Nyson. Moving past this side to Deion Nyson. Cross court to Jerry Nyson. Now to this side, the weak side, Jeff Owen. He shot. Won't go. With the rebound is Joe Strake of Pana. Pana in white. The Panthers 27-4. And they're under a little bit of pressure, but they break it and get to the front court. A steal. Jerry Nyson. Off the glass, no. Follow-up won't go. Underneath the foul. And crashing the boards was Mark Beaudry, number 52. First whistle in the ball game. Obviously going to the boards, coach, for the rebound.
Right, and the replay shows those quick hands of Jerry Nyson.
First foul in the ball game. Out of bounds for Liberty. With it is Jeff Owen, listed as a center. Look where he's playing. Now that's number 20, Sam Orman. Jerry Nyson to Deion Nyson to Jerry. Jeff Owen in the corner, Blaine Rose. Jerry Nyson. Jeff Owen put the moves on Beaudry, and Beaudry took the fake and fouled him. Second foul on Pana.
We have Pana in that 1-3-1 zone, and they're going to take advantage of that big size that they have.
Still in the first minute of play, no score between Liberty with the ball and Pana. Interception, taking it away, was Eric Winnicke. And the Panthers bring it down court. See if they can become the first team to score tonight. That's Jim Ludwig, number 14, with the ball. To Eric Winnicke, a long low post. Mark Beaudry, turnarounder, perfect. Beaudry an 18-point-a-game score. And Pana with pressure in the backcourt. Jerry Nyson with a good spinning move to the front court. Ball tipped from behind. Beaudry has it. And Pana with a 2-0 lead. Brings it down court. On the wing, Joe Strake. Along the lane, Eric fires. Turnarounder, 2 for 2.
You're not going to see them in that man-to-man very long.
Eric fires. Hitting a jumper, 34, Jeff Owen. That was lightning quick. 4-2 Pana. 6:04 to go first quarter. Pana to the front court. On the baseline, Beaudry. But he travels. And you see the consternation with Coach John Blackburn. He's been in before coaching Morrisonville, but this is the first time he's brought Pana to the Elite Eight.
Tom, I like the defensive intensity on both ends of the court in the early going.
Definitely.
All indications were that we're going to have a defensive ball game. Both teams averaging their opponents to under 60 points a game. Pana is allowing their opponents 57 points a game. Liberty allowing their opponents just 48 points a game. Liberty in the red. That's Jeff Owen. To Blaine Rowe. Ball's on the floor. Pana has it. With it, Eric Winnicke's third turnover for Liberty. 5:37 to go. Opening quarter. Pana leads 4-2, and the Panthers have the ball. In the corner, long one, Joe Strake, rattling and dropping. And it's 6-2. Pana has been deadly so far. I believe they've only missed one shot, if they've missed that many. Jerry Nyson Drives along the lane, decides to bring it back out. Throws it outside to Owen. 5:08 to go, first quarter. Throw underneath to Deion Neeson. He spins and can't hit. In a little bit too far. Rebound Joe Strake. And Pana has it with a 4-point lead.
There's your zone already now, Tom. They decided they couldn't handle those big guys inside in the man-to-man.
Now Pana's going to look around the perimeter of that zone to get it inside the Baudry. The turnarounder won't go. Follow-up. Fires. Good. Eric Fires, a good rebounder. Leading rebounder on the team at 10.4. Tarum's the contest. And he gets the bucket. His first. 8-2 Pana in the lane. Jumper by Deion Neeson. Good for 2 more. That's 4 for Neeson. Now top of the key, the point man Ludwig gives to the wing. Strake, a 15-footer, rims off. Rebound, Liberty had it, but the ball was deflected. Picking it up was Baudry.
Give Eric Winicky a big assist. He got the hand on the ball that picked it loose.
Winicky now has it on the wing. Gets it on the high post, but he traveled. He tried to work in position. He was tied up in there by Jerry Nyson. As he tried to break himself free, he picked up the pivot foot and turned it over.
Dennis Klingle gets in the game for Liberty. He's a 6'3" sophomore. They're getting a little more size in.
He wears number 30. 3:55 to go first quarter. Pana leads 8-4. Jerry Nyson. Almost out of bounds with the ball was number 30, Klingle. And Nyson to Rowe. Cross court. Jeff Owen, 15-footer. Nestles in the cords real nice. And Liberty cuts the lead to 2 at 8-6. 3:30 to go first quarter. As the big man Strake at 6'3", dribbles it across the timeline. It's Baudry. Turnarounder is too long. Deion Nyson on the rebound. Down court to Owen. Owen drives in there. Jumper good. Not a foul. The backup's going to count. And he'll have a chance for a three-pointer. Let's spot the foul.
There, watch number 34, Owen. He's releasing very quickly. He gets the ball down the floor, takes it to Hook, and he will go to the line for 3 shots. 3 points.
He works off the pick of Deion Nyson real well.
It's the second time he released early. He got a layup out of the first one, and he's back at the foul line.
Liberty looking for its first lead in the ball game. It won't. It's all tied at 8-8. 3:11 to go first quarter. So Panthers from Pana from the Mid-State Conference with the basketball. Number 14 is Jim Ludwig. 54 straight underneath the Byers. It isn't too deep. It goes back to Strake. He banks it off the glass. Joe Strake with his 4th point of the ball game. Pana up by 2. Jerry Nyson, a nice scooping one-hander, won't roll in, but on the rebound, a foul is called. It's going to be called on Deion Nyson, number 42 for Liberty. A little too aggressive on the rebounding action. So far, these teams have shown a difference in styles at times, sometimes slowing it up, sometimes running it. Good defense, both sides. Timeout on the court. Pana leading Liberty 10-8. Waterbury Network sponsors this DeKalb Ag Research. We're back in the first quarter, the quarterfinal game between Pana and Liberty. I'm Tom Stalker, along with Frank Mazzoni and Keith Baldwin, the basketball coach at Waukesha High School. He brought a team here back in 1975, and he knows what it's like to be here. It's a great thrill to make it to the Elite Eight. Even better to make it to the Final Four, let me tell you. 2:35 to go. Pana with the basketball. Jim Ludwig at the foul line. Baudry forces it. Loose ball to Byers. His first one won't go. He gets it back. Throws it out to somebody who isn't there. I think he was expecting one of his guards to be there, but it was the veritable invisible man. Liberty looking for a chance of time. Jerry Nyson brings it down, but it's slapped away by Ludwig. And Liberty will take it out of bounds. With the ball, Jerry Nyson to Owen. Owen between the circles, moves by his man, gives to Nyson. He pulls from 12 and hits. First 2 for Jerry Nyson. He averages just 15 points a game. The other guard, Oman, averages only 1 as Pana turns it over, limiting it out of bounds. And Liberty looking for a chance to take the lead, but Pana wants to talk things over. We have a timeout on the floor. 1:58 to go in the first quarter. The score, Pana 10, Liberty 10. Quarterfinal Network sponsors this Software Chemical Company.
Watching the telecast of this boys' Class A state finals, we appreciate all the mail we've gotten from around the state. And if you have any comments, we'd love to have them. Write basketball, Box 577, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. Write basketball, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701.
Liberty's pass deflected out of bounds. They'll take it out again. 1:48 to go first quarter. Pana and Liberty are all tied at 10. The Eagles of Liberty in the red have the basketball. At Blaine Rowe goes to Jerry Nyson. Now in the corner to Jeff Owen. Back to Nyson. To Owen. He decides to take the long one. It rims off. Rebound is batted around. Jerry Nyson takes it to the middle, but a whistle blows underneath. And the foul charge to Jim Ludwig of Pana.
Tom, Liberty's moving the ball around very well. I think Owen is very active and a very important part of this offense this early.
Right now, the defenses are being a little on the dominant side as the offenses try to solve it, try to feel the teams out in the first quarter, especially when you're facing somebody you've never seen before, let alone played against. 1:24 to go first quarter. Liberty with the ball. Deion Nyson, jumper, rims in for 2. 4 points for Nyson. Liberty up, first time in the ball game, by the score of 12-10.
Deion Nyson's an active player, good-looking shooter.
And it gets to the front court, Baudry. He loses it to Liberty, bringing it back down. Owen, ahead it goes to Nyson. He turns and puts it up and in. And he's got 6. Liberty with its biggest lead in the ball game, 14-10.
And you have Liberty in a half-court 1-2-2 trap now, so they're mixing up their defenses.
On the baseline, Joe Strake, nothing but net. He's got 6. 40 seconds to go as the offense starting to warm up a little bit here in this quarterfinal game between Liberty and Pana. Liberty with the ball. Jerry Nyson tries to kick it off, but it's intercepted by Winnicky. And Jim Ludwig will bring it down, and Pana's going to go for the last shot with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. The winner advances to tomorrow afternoon's second semifinal game to play either Danville Schlarman or Dunlop. 11 seconds, now 10. Eric Byers in the middle, jumper by Baudry, in and out. 4 seconds. Jerry Nyson, 2 seconds. Slapped away by Winnicky, no shot. We've reached in the first quarter of action. And the score after the first quarter is Liberty 14 and Pana 12. Quarterfinal Network sponsors this DeKalb Ag Research. In the first quarter, Pana shot 50% from the field, hitting 6 of their 12 shots. Liberty 53.8%, hitting 7 of 13. Turnovers are tied at 5 apiece. Pana with 7 rebounds to 6 for Liberty. Going into the lineup now for Pana, number 32, Gary 80. He is their 6th man. And Pana controls the ball.
Coach Blackbird told me that 80 is the man he brings in, and as soon as he gets there, something happens.
We'll see what happens. Underneath, turnarounder, Strake. In and out. It's volleyball time. Finally, Liberty has it down court. The breakaway. Jeff Owen can't run it down. He was all by himself, but they could have just gotten the basketball to him.
Liberty does play together pretty well, regardless of that mistake, but they've played together, this starting 5 years. They've all went to the same grade school, and it looks like it.
Just underway in the second quarter. Liberty leading 14-12. Pana with the ball. Long jumper by 80 is good. You're right, Judge. Instant offense. Gary 80 gets his first 2 ball games. Spelled A-D-E. Gary 80. It's all tied up at 14. Owen on the baseline. Underneath. It's 2 for Deion Nyson. And Liberty back with a 2-point lead at 16-14. That's 8 points now for Nyson. Winnicky on the left side, down low post. Turnarounder by Baudry, rimming and dropping. Came in the back door, but it counts just like it hit nothing but net. And the game's knotted up again at 16 all. Owen gives to Deion Nyson. Double bumper rolls off, but he's now going in for the shot by Joe Strake. And for Strake, that is his
second personal. Tom, Joe Drake had a knee operation in January of 1980, but he's sure not running like he has any knee problem. He does wear a brace there, but he's going up and down the court very well.
The fifth foul. Puts Liberty in the bonus, but it's a two-shot foul. In the act of shooting, first one short. Deion Nyson, not a great free throw shooter at 68.3%. Right down the year, he's hit 142 of 208 free throws. The second one, this one's down the money. And it's a one-point Liberty lead at 17-16. 6:41 to go. Whistle blows. Pana wants to talk things over. We have a timeout on the floor. 6:41 to go in the first half. It's Liberty 17 and Pana 16. The 4-point lead is the ball game, and that was Pana early in the contest. Lately, it's been Liberty, Coach Baldwin, that has been taking the initiative and setting the pace.
Well, you know, Liberty is doing an excellent job of mixing up their defenses, and I think it has kept Pana a little off balance, but you notice one thing about Pana, no matter what the defense is, they know they want that ball inside to one of those three horses they have in there. The other thing that's the key factor, Pana is going to board very aggressively, and I think you're going to see Liberty get more of those uncontested layups by Owens on that other end all by himself.
Country Companies Insurance and its nearly 1,000 agents here in Illinois are happy to be part of this telecast, and we sincerely hope that you're enjoying this high school action.
6 minutes, 41 seconds remain to be played in the second quarter. We're at the Assembly Hall in Champaign. I'm Tom Stalker, along with Frank Sassone and Coach Keith Baldwin from Watsika, bringing you all the action of Class A March Madness, the Illinois High School Association Basketball Championship. Pana with the ball in action. 80 on the baseline. Turnarounder by Byers off the side of the backboard. Rebound Liberty down court. It's crossed to Owen. He passes to Deion Nyson. He comes in 1-on-2. Turnarounder is short. Rebound to Baudry, and he's fouled. Jerry Nyson, the culprit.
There was Owens again. He just needs a little more of a lead pass, Tom.
How many times will it take before Pana catches up on that, Coach?
Well, they're so intent upon going to the board, they're going to have to maybe leave a second guard back instead of just having one guard responsible for that basket.
Or tie a rope on him.
One or the other. I'd prefer the rope.
Baudry tries to get fancy at the foul line, picks up his pivot foot, turns the ball over on the traveling call. Score hasn't changed, still 16-17. Liberty up by 1, 6:10 to go. First half. Liberty in red against the press, broken easily. As down court, it's Blaine Rowe, number 50. To Owen, along the lane, Deion Nyson, 2 more. Deion Nyson now with 11 points for Liberty, and they lead by 3, 19-16. As Baudry goes high for the pass, comes down with it, leaves it for Gary 80. Eric Winnicky, the point man, to 80. In the middle, foul line jumper, Baudry 2. 6 points for Baudry.
You know, Tom, Baudry, here comes Owen again down the other end.
And this one won't work either, as Owen's shot was blocked from behind by Winnicky.
What I was about to comment on was Baudry at 6'5", was down here on the front of the press again, like Webster was earlier for Carroll, and we talked earlier about Payne for Quincy at 6'10" on the top of the press. It's a trend.
Watch it. See Winnicky come from behind. He may not have gotten him, but at least he heard footsteps. Checking in for Pana, my favorite player, number 50, John Stalker. I never thought I'd be doing a game with somebody with the same name as myself, but 80 to Baudry. Little turnarounder, banks it in. Baudry now with 8 in the ball game, and Pana up by 1, 20-19, 5:11 to go. We're in the first half. Good crowd on hand in the assembly hall. Tickets remain, though, for tomorrow's semifinals. They got time. Come on in and watch great Class A basketball. Should be some great semifinals tomorrow. Jerry Nyson. Around it goes to Owen. Nyson again. Near side to Klingel. To Owen. 6'1", listed as the Liberty center, but he plays way outside. Rowe, looping cross-court pass. Owen can't find the baseline. It's shut off by Byers. He takes the jumper anyways. It won't go. And Pana comes up with a rebound. 4.5 minutes. The Panthers lead by 1. Winnicky to 80. Low post Byers tries to muscle his way for some room and travels.
moment.
It's very obvious that Pana has played a lot of basketball games this year against a 2-1-2 or a 2-3 zone because they are very comfortable on offense. It's so obvious.
Also, the Pana's got a very active zone working right now, that 1-3-1. Underneath, Schlegel, 2. Schlegel got himself free, and there was a good assist on the play to get him the pass. As Liberty's back up by 120-120. Soccer with the ball, surrounded by 3 players, and he is fouled by Jerry Dyson. Jerry Dyson picks up personal foul number 2. And the 4th team foul against the Eagles, one away from putting Pana into the bonus.
Very nice, and it's very important on both the press and beating the press. I'm sure they would hate to see him pick up a 3rd foul before this half ends.
Winicky tries to thread the needle with the pass deflected, but picking it up is Stalker. His shot won't go. And hauling the rebound down was Rowe. He outlet passes it to Deion Nyson. And he's in the front court, leaving it for Jerry Nyson. That's his cousin, not his brother. Schlegel to Owen, back to Schlegel. Cross court to Jerry Nyson. In the middle, short popping jumper. Deion Nyson caught the pass with the same motion, took the shot, and hit his 13th point of the ball game. Liberty up 23-20. 3:14 left to go in the second quarter. Eric Winicky. The Stalker, back to Winicky. On the wing. Corner to Byers, back to 80. Deflected by Nyson and stolen by Nyson. The 2-on-2 break, going stride to stride with him was Gary 80, and he got the blocking foul. Pick it up with the steal.
Okay, there's the steal by Nyson again. Coming down, heading down on the 2-on-1 break, and you can watch the man reaching in. There's your foul about the free throw line.
80 tries to cut him off at the pass, but couldn't do so. First foul on 80. And that'll put Jerry Nyson at the free throw line with 1-1. Nyson from the free throw line of the season, averaging 68.3%. And he has now got 3 points. Deion Nyson averaging 16.9 points a game, the leading scorer for Liberty. He's the leading rebounder at 9.5 a game. 6'2", 270 pounds. Jerry Dyson had his, looking into the wrong Nyson. I knew he was going to catch up with me sooner or later. 2:49 to go in the first half. Liberty up their biggest lead, 25-20. Baudry was stripped from the ball. Owen, 2-on-1. Owen on Winicky, jumper off the glass and good. Owen now with 8. Liberty, its biggest lead at 27-20. Pana trying to silence the crowd. Reverse layup. Byers, pretty move. Oh, what a nice baseline move by Eric Byers. His 6. 2:18 to go. Liberty with the ball and a 5-point lead. Owen in the corner. Pass deflected, but picking up a bit of Schlegel. Gets it into Deion Nyson. He is hammered going up with a shot. Coming back into the ball game for Pana, number 14, guard Jim Ludwig. The ball is on 32, Gary 80.
And here you see number 42, Don Nyson going up to the shot. There's the attempted block, and he'll go to the line for 2.
2:07 to go. Remember those stats I gave for Jerry Nyson a little while ago? Give them now to Deion Nyson, because he's averaging 16.9 points a game. Leading scorer, 9.5 rebounds. He's already got 14. Make it 15. Good form on the free throw. Liberty back up by 7, matching their biggest lead at 29-22. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Joe Schwake underneath for Baudry through his hand, taken by Stalker. And Nyson comes up with it. Liberty looking for a 9-point lead right now. In the corner, Owen to Klingel between the circles and Rowe. At the foul line, Deion Nyson finding underneath Klingel. The ball pops free in the air. On the floor, jump ball. Blaine Rowe and Jim Ludwig. Checking in for Liberty, number 10, Russ Denenbacher, replacing Jerry Nyson.
Once Jerry Nyson out of there, while he still only has 2 fouls, I think the most important thing this second quarter has been the changing defenses by Liberty. I think they have Pana off balance.
And Liberty wins the tip, but steal by Ludwig. And he goes the layup. He was coming in too fast, came in on the offhand and blew the layup. Liberty back in the front court. 1:23 to go. That's got to be demoralizing for Pana. These Liberty kids are really active without the ball, especially Owen. They really move without the ball. Off the foot of Deion Nyson, out of bounds, it goes to Pana. They show a lot of poise out there, too. They don't appear to be rattled. I guess they sort of came in and figured, hey, nobody knows who we are. Nobody really knows that much about us. Maybe we're not supposed to be here, but we're going to do what we can do and do best. With the jumper. Missing it was Strake. There's the steal by 80, and he gets the lay-in. He's fouled. Three-pointer kick coming up. I don't mean to say that Liberty doesn't belong here, but they're certainly not one of the traditional Class A powers. Getting Pana back in the ballgame could be Mr. Instant Offense here for the Panthers. Gary 80, number 32.
That was a big steal by 80. The difference between being only 4 points up if he makes his free throw and maybe 9 up otherwise.
2 attempts for 80. This is 54 seconds to go. Liberty a 5-point lead. Probably ought to go for the last shot. They're showing a lot of poise. The red-shirted Eagles from Liberty. As Owen checks back to get instructions from his coach, Paul Crakey. Owen back by the center circle, 35 seconds to go. Liberty up by 5, 29-24. Whistle away from the action, official timeout. As some debris thrown onto the playing surface. It's cleared away. We'll get back to action. 28 seconds to go. Jerry Nyson back onto the court for the Eagles of Liberty. As he replaces number 10, Russ Genenbacher.
Nyson came back in to help take care of this ball these last 28 seconds and make sure they do get this last shot.
Liberty trying to go to the locker room at halftime up by 7. They lead by 5. Blaine Rowe to Jerry Nyson on the near side. Another looping pass to Owen. 10 seconds. Now 8. Klingel to Owen with 5 seconds. Owen double team. Jerry Nyson, 2 seconds. Puts it up a desperation shot. It goes in. It goes in. He just tossed up a prayer. It glanced off the glass and dropped in. That's the way things have gone so far in the first half for the Eagles of Liberty, who you can see are leading at halftime by the score of 31-24. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance. What do we look for here in the second half, Coach?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Liberty was at all tentative or apprehensive coming into this ball game, they should feel 10 feet tall right now because they played very well. They've also been able to keep Pana off the foul line. Pana only shot 1 free throw and missed it.
And we're underway in the third quarter. Pana controls the tip. Bringing it down is Jim Ludwig. Ludwig, the point man, turned around by Baudry, off the iron. Rebound pulled off by Jerry Nyson. He speeds it down court 2-on-2. Kicks it off to Owen. He saves it into Deion Nyson. Turnaround double pumper. In short. Rebound, Eric Byers. Liberty up by 7, 31-24. Pana trying to melt that lead down a little bit. On the baseline, Eric Byers in a lot of red shirts. His shot won't fall. Rebound tipped to Winnicky. Kicks it outside to Ludwig. Winnicky, baseline, ball batted out of bounds. Tom, in a key double-A sectional battle, with 1 minute to go in the second quarter, 20-26, Lincoln 18. From the corner, it's number 22, Eric Winnicky for Pana. Cutting the lead down to 5, but there's Owen on the other end, the fast break bucket, just like they did several times in the first half.
There's that man again, and Frank didn't take him a rope.
I'll repeat that score once. 20-26, Lincoln 18, 1 minute to go in the second quarter. We'll keep you up to date with that key double-A game.
Owen is now 5 for 9 from the field. It's Baudry for Pana. Can't back it in off the glass. Kicking it out on the rebound to Nyson. Nyson to the foul line. To the wing. Owen stripped to the ball by Winnicky. And he is one-on-one with Nyson. He'll slow things up and bring it down. Leaving it for Ludwig.
And that first half for Pana. Eric Byers and Joe Strake, both 3 for 5 from the field. Underneath that Strake, he goes up for the shot, but he's hacked. Pure, simple hack under there. I'm going for the shot.
You know, good ball movement by Pana. They're doing an excellent job of getting that ball inside that zone.
Something they were not doing in the first half.
Right.
6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. There you saw Jimmy Ludwig talking it over with Coach John Blackburn. 2 shots at the foul line for Joe Strake, a 61.6% foul shooter. You can see he's going to miss one once in a while at 61%. Not a great foul shooter. Liberty up 33-26. Strake a 6'3" senior. This one rims around and out. Battling for the rebound, Byers, and he tipped it out of bounds, and he was not able to track it down in time. Good hustle by Byers. The Liberty will have the basketball. They got 5 seconds to get it in, finally. Hands it off to Nyson. Down court to Klingel. Bounce speed to Rowe. Back to Klingel. Back by the center circle, Jerry Nyson. To Dion Nyson, his cousin. He goes. Scooping shot off the glass a little too hard. Rebound Eric Byers. And Pana comes down again. Hoping to cut the lead down to 5. Winnicky had the notion. Goes to the baseline, though. Byers shot in and out. He has the rebound. His pass for Vaudry tapped out of bounds by Klingel. And Pana will keep the ball. Drake, low post to Byers. They kick it around to Winnicky. Jumper misses just a little bit. Coming down with a rebound, Dion Nyson. And Liberty possessing a 7-point lead on the ball. Owen, Rowe on the low post, kicks it out to Jerry Nyson. Shot rims and rattles in and out. On the rebound, a foul, crashing the board, showing the foul, Dion Nyson. That is his second personal. First team foul, I believe, in the second half. Second team foul, correction, against Liberty in the second half. And you see the score. 5:25 to go, third quarter. Byers shot blocked out of bounds. You know, the key to rejection, Coach, and blocking shots is you can keep it in play.
Absolutely.
Blocking it out of bounds looks great, but it just gives the ball back to the other team as Vaudry hits the short jumper. They try to get it down to Owen again. This time he has it. He drives it on. Vaudry hits the jumper, and he falls. Oh, what a gutsy little move by little Jeff Owen at 6'1", coming in on the 6'5" Vaudry.
There's the long pass. Owens goes up. You know, he had to track that down a little bit. Makes a nice, strong power move to the basket, and he'll go to the line for 3. Owen averaging only 9 points a game, and he had 8 of them in the first half.
He does something else. He's psychologically, really, he gives the motivation to that team. He's an intense player. And he completes the three-point play, giving Liberty a 36-28 lead on the press. Winnicky can't save it. He goes under the radio table across the way, tearing down a portion of the curtain. And they check to see if Eric Winnicky is okay. He gets up. Gosh, you gotta like that kind of hustle. I mean, a guy can get hurt very easily. With everything so close here at the Assembly Hall with all the radio and all the press and the band on one side, a lot of photographers. Sort of reminiscent of the old Crowded Huff Gym back in the days of the Great Sweep 16. Liberty loses the ball to Pana. And the Panthers bring it down, trailing by 8, just under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Pana's got to make a move soon. Joe Straight, his shot. It's iron, won't go. Rebound out to Owen, coming down 1-on-2. Owen shot rejected by Straight, but it goes to Eric Byers. That's the good block right there.
Excellent block by Joe Straight. Excellent block.
And now Pana goes to work on that lead. Baseline Byers has the alley. His shot blocked out of there by Klingel. And Liberty comes away with the ball. Owen has the ball knocked away from him by Ludwig. And Liberty will keep the basketball. Here's the halftime score. Quincy 28, Lincoln 22. Quincy by 6 at the half against Lincoln. That one's got a long way to go.
You know, not only does Owen get back on that snowbird, that bunny, but that also makes that defensive team, or the offensive team of Pana have second thoughts about their offense.
Jerry Nyson hitting the foul line jumper, and it's a 10-point lead for Liberty. Their biggest lead in the ball game, the biggest lead for either team. 4:05 to go, third quarter. Drake on the baseline, can't hit it. Byers has the rebound, bumps into Deion Nyson, offensive foul. And maybe a couple of points for acting. That's part of the game. I'll tell you one thing. You said earlier that Liberty is tough to score against. They're proving it here. 28 points for Pana, 4 minutes to go. First team foul here in the second half on Pana. And checking in is Gary Adey. The man they bring in to try to get things going for the Panthers.
Now we're having a defensive change now for Pana. They're going to try a little more defensive pressure, deny the ball, but here comes Liberty right down and in. Huh? How about that?
Jerry Nyson, a nice little scooping underhand shot. Gives Liberty a 12-point lead at 40-28, and the Liberty fans are going crazy. Ball through the hands of Beaudry, picked up by Klingle. Liberty is controlling the ball game right now. They look so smooth, calm, and collected out there. It's like they've been playing here the last 10 years. Jerry Nyson finds an alley, puts up a jumper. Oh! And as well as being counted, you gotta have a little luck. Watch how this one goes in.
Jerry Nyson, who has been a very important part of this Liberty team, watch him drive to the basket. Here he goes off in about two men in traffic, and it goes off and rolls around, and there's the bucket.
3:26 to go, third quarter. Liberty 42, Pana 28. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance. Frank Fasoli and Keith Baldwin here with the Class A quarterfinal game between Pana and Liberty. The Quincy area going for a double dipper tonight. Liberty right outside of Quincy. You know how many people live in Liberty? How many? 400. They're all here tonight. And then some. And there's the three-pointer by Jerry Nyson. It's now 43-28 Pana. Jerry Nyson now with 13 points in the contest. Pana trying not to lose its composure right now. Drake drives the baseline. Turnaround jumper, good. A key bucket. They needed that badly, just for their own confidence right now at this point in the ballgame. 3:05. Less in the third quarter, Liberty by 13. And the Eagles break the pressure in the backcourt. Pana may not be quick enough to play them man-to-man all over the court.
I don't think they will be able to. No, I think there's too much of a quickness advantage on the part of Liberty.
Right now, Liberty working around the perimeter of that zone defense by... It's not a zone correction. It's talking about man-to-man. They are set up there in a zone-type defense there as they work it around the perimeter. Maybe a sort of a matchup zone type. Well, it's a zone, but what I'm saying is if Payne is way behind, they're going to have to come out of their zone. Right. And it'll be tough. 43-30 Liberty with the clock on its side. 13-point lead. Jerry Nyson to Klingle. He goes in, but no whistle before. And as Nyson was getting the pass off, he traveled. 2:16 to go, third quarter. That is turnover number 10 in the ball game for Liberty.
You notice how Liberty's in and out of that press. They're changing those defenses, and I think that's really paid off.
The 2-1-2 zone defense right now. 2:08 to go. This is 80 missing the 13-footer. Rebound to Klingle. Takes it outside to Jerry Nyson, who brings it to the front court. Owen underneath. Deion Nyson tries to scoop it from underneath, but it's blocked. Coming from behind was Byers. Watch Byers come out of nowhere. Nyson a little bit too deep. Byers swats it out of bounds. Liberty holds on to the ball, though. As Jerry Nyson controls now the top of the key. Winnicky hounding him. Jumper, Rowe. You haven't heard much from him tonight. Wayne Rowe, number 50, averages 10 points a game. His first two of the ball game. 1:35 to go. Third quarter, Liberty by 15. Underneath, Drake couldn't hold on to the ball. for Pana, it's one thing after another. Liberty with a 15-point lead. They led by 7 at halftime. Blaine Rose drives to the lane. Short jumper, a little bit too high. The rebound, Owen, blocked by Byers. Loose ball, Winnicky. Winnicky coming in on Nyson. Spinning move, goes to the lane. Shot blocked, but fouled by Nyson. Country Companies Insurance and its nearly 1,000 agents here in Illinois are happy to be part of this fine telecast, and we hope that you're enjoying the action. We're getting 2 free throws at the foul line. Number 22, Eric Winnicky, a 68.5% free throw shooter on the season. Coming into tonight's action. First one, makes the arc. Winnicky, 9.5 points a game. Right now, he's got just 2. And right now, Pana is 0 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. At 6 points. A little bit different ball game. It's a 9-point game. Right now, Liberty has it. We're under a minute for the third quarter. Ball thrown away by Strake. A little behind the back dribble. It's taken right back by Deion Nelson, but he double dribbled.
Liberty showed us little 4 corners that time coming down. They spread it out. I think they were going to melt some time off the clock.
We may see more of that if they hold on to this double-digit lead. As you see the turnovers, Pana with 2 more. Top of the key, Winnicky. Rims around it out. It's out of bounds. And the Panthers will keep it. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Liberty 45, Pana 30. Inbounds to Winnicky. He had a notion, but gives it off to Strake. He muscles his way in, hits the bucket. He's fouled. He'll have a 3-point attempt. Strake now with 10 points. Looking for number 11.
You sure used the right word, because he really did muscle that ball to the basket that time, Tom.
I think there's going to be a time where Payne's going to get a little frustrated and just start getting a little more physical. They've got the size, but so far their size has not been an advantage in this game as Drake completes the 3-pointer. He's got 11. Liberty up by 12, 45-33. 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Coming up tonight, next game, Danville Sparman against Dunlop. Winner of this game meets the winner of that game in tomorrow's second semifinal. 17 seconds remaining in the quarter. Owen to Jerry Nyson. In the corner, Kringle. He's all by himself. But he didn't know what to do with the basketball. He wanted to shoot. He wanted to pass. Couldn't make up his mind. And just took a little teeny tiny step. But he turned it over on the travel. Now with 8 seconds to go. Painted down court. Straight. On the baseline, jumper over Klingle, no good. Rebound in time by Byers, no good again. This time it goes in. It'll count. And so the score after the end of 3 quarters of play. Liberty 45, Pana 35. One of your network sponsors is the Cal Bag Research. School in the Elite Eight, an enrollment of 226, and now 8 minutes away from a berth in the Final Four tomorrow afternoon. They lead Pana by 10, but Pana is showing signs of life there at the tail end of the third quarter, Coach.
Well, yes, and you know, one thing that's going to happen sometime in this last 8 minutes, Pana is going to have to be able to exert some form of pressure, and I think the Liberty quickness will just render it almost useless.
Liberty wins the tip. The Eagles in the driver's seat, up by 10. We're in the fourth quarter. Owen throws it way back out front between the circles to Klingle. Now to Rowe, outside. His pass inside for Deion Neeson. Tipped away, but off the fingertips of Neeson. Breaking the play up was Drake. There you see the statistics through 3 quarters. Pana 42% from the field, not very good. Liberty 51%. Pana just 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Liberty 7 of 9. This is 80. He can't hit the 13-footer. As Liberty races down court, the shot taken by Rowe, blocked by Stocker. Bringing it down court, Winnicky. 1-on-2, he slows things up. At the top of the key, Winnicky, his pass deflected. Neeson steals it. It goes right back to 80. Down low goes Drake. Muscles his way in and scores. Now there's the long fast break pass to Owen. He goes up, and he's fouled. I think if Soccer had left him alone, he never would have made the shot. I think you're right. Because Owen was in too deep, too fast. Didn't have the position for the good high percentage shot. Watch the long down-court baseball pass.
There's a long pass. He catches up to it. And you're right. He is a little bit too far under, but here comes the man over his arms. He'll go the line for two. Owens has spent a lot of time on that other end tonight.
And he misses the first of two attempts. Owen tonight is 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 13 points. 6:59 to go in the game. Second shot. Rattles in and out, back in. 14. Now for Owen. Jeff Owen, who has been the spark plug for this team tonight. But you can't count out Deion Neeson. Nyson, I should say. Excuse me. Winneke, top of the key, underneath Byers. He's double-teamed and a lot of traffic, but he scores. He was double-teamed and still muscled it up in for two. 6.5 minutes to go. Double dribble called on Deion Nyson. And looks like Liberty wants to talk things over. Yes, indeed they do. We've got 6:32 left to go in the game. Pana's on the move, but Liberty leads 46-39. One of your network sponsors is Software Chemical Company.
Remember, 1978 was a very good year. 210 plus herbicide controlled weeds in corn. 1979 was too dry in some places, too wet in others. 210 plus worked. 1980, first too wet, then too dry. But 210 plus controlled weeds, other herbicides didn't. In any weather, 210 plus is the best pre-plant incorporated herbicide. 1981, plan on 210 plus, the best incorporated corn herbicide.
There's a delicious new look for Prairie Farms ice cream. It's a new look with Prairie Farms good old-fashioned quality. You can still enjoy the delicious natural ingredients you've come to expect from Prairie Farms. Prairie Farms Dairy provides all natural...
The time remaining, what was once a 15-point lead for the Eagles is now evaporated down to 7, the margin they led at halftime.
You know, Tom, there's a lot of time left. This is going to come down to a real test of poise. Pana has had a lot of luck getting the ball inside the last 2 or 3 times down. They should take their time and look in there.
There's Winneke missing the jumper from the free throw line. Ripping down the rebound is Rowe. Down towards the Nyson. Now to Owen. But he is reached from behind by Winneke and fouled. Owen's a jet. He just gets down that floor instantly. Jeff Owen, 6'1", 160-pound junior. Fouled by Winneke, his first personal. Take a look again. Nyson.
Here's the replay. This could have been any of about 10 replays we've had tonight. He just couldn't quite get a hold of it and put it in the basket.
Just stored that one away and keep using it a couple of times, I guess. Free throw is good. Jeff Owen, a 59.3% free throw shooter. Not a good one. But he makes the first one to give Liberty an 8-point lead at 47-39. And he hits the second one. You can hear that string music as he ripples the court. Liberty up by 9. Into the front court, that's John Stocker. Love that name. On the baseline, Strigg. Hey, good, he hits it. Oh, it didn't look pretty, but it counted. Strigg now with 15. Liberty trying now to retain the points, to find back the magic they had back around the late part of the second quarter and the third quarter. That's Blaine Rowe. His shot goes in. He just tossed it up. They caught nothing but the bottom of the net. And Pana and Liberty is now an 11-point game, a 9-point game again for Liberty. Turnaround jumper. Eric Byers from the free throw line. Byers now with 12. Liberty a 7-point lead. Jerry Nyson works to the corner. Goes to the free throw line, and Deion Nyson there. Jeff Owen rattling the irons underneath the rebound. It's Klingle, but he's fouled. A couple of guys came down on top of him. Foul charge to number 64, Shrake.
That's the 6'3" sophomore, Dennis Klingel. Good position, goes up in between two, and you see the result.
Shot was by 16-year-old Owen, rebound by 16-year-old Klingel. And they're showing a lot of poise, considering they're playing at about, 14,000 people here at the Assembly Hall. As missing the first of two was Dennis Klingel. Klingel on the season, a 65% free throw shooter. For the season, Liberty not a great free throw shooting team, 65%. This one goes in and out. And Pana has the rebound. They trail by 7. They can cut it to 5. Key series right here with 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Winnicky, double team, but gets the soccer along the sidelines. Back it goes to Winnicky from 80. Straight to Winnicky. In the middle, turnarounder will not count because Mr. Soccer traveled. A tough pivot to do. Make that turnaround jumper. It's a tough shot for Baxter. Liberty gets the ball back. Down court to Rowe. It's deflected, but he chases it down, and he scores. Liberty showing good speed. Rowe with 6 points. Liberty now up by 9 again. Soccer double team. Gets it outside to 80. On the baseline, low post, Drake. He forces his way in. The shot won't fall, but he was fouled on the shot. Again, another example. Pana trying to muscle that ball inside. They've got the height on the front line of 6'5", 6'4", and 6'3".
Here goes the ball inside. Watch Joe Strake, 6'3" senior, going up a little dribble, tries to go straight up, and he's fouled.
The body blocked by Klingel. His second personal. Drake at the free throw line with 15 points on the night. The first one just barely catches the front of the iron. Now here is an opportunity that Pana has got to take advantage of. When you get the free throws, the 3 points, you've got to sink them. Second one by Drake, rattles and drops. 4:29 to go. Liberty trying to hold on to the lead. They lead by 8. Jerry Nyson dribbling through traffic, reaching in with Tucker, and he gets the foul. Jerry Nyson's really good with the ball. He can go in traffic, and that's the man Liberty wants to handle that ball.
And besides that, he does find time to average 15 points a game, but he's been a key performer on the floor tonight. He certainly has.
Well, you know, Rowe comes into the ball game averaging 10. He's only scored 2. The slack has been picked up by Jeff Owen. Owen, who averages 9, has got 16. Nyson is way above his average at 17 a game. Jerry Nyson going down for the second free throw. He averages 15. Second one no good. Rebound taken away by Deion Nyson, and he traps it down in the corner. And now Jerry Nyson has it. In the corner to Jeff Owen. Owen, double pump. Good move. Oh, what a pretty shot. Liberty up by 11. 4:04 to go. A key basket. This is 80. He can't hit. He's cold. Look at Owen sneaking back. Did they spy him down there? No, they don't. He just sneaks back there. As Jerry Nyson manages to pick up the loose ball, gets it to Owen, and he scores. And right now, everything Liberty is throwing up is falling in. Now we've got a timeout as Liberty is threatening to break it open with 3:44 to go in the game. They lead 57-24. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance. Beautiful March Madness is the little town of Liberty watching its basketball team leading by 13 points right now. Pana trying to battle back. Joe Strake hits the bucket. He's got 18 points tonight. The tiniest school in the tournament this year in the Elite Eight. 226 students at Liberty, and the Eagles are leading. Jerry Nyson, just about triple team, throws it cross court to Jeff Owen. It goes now to Klingel. Back outside to Owen. Good ball movement. Open man, Blaine Rowe. They forgot about him.
They're going to be happy to take a little time off that clock, Tom.
8 points tonight for Blaine Rowe. He's just about at his average of 10 points a game. Rippling the towards Joe Strake once again. He's got 20. Drake averages 14.7. He's got 20 so far. Jerry Nyson drags his rear foot and travels. He was in the tall timbers, tried to escape it, and picked up on the dribble, dragged the rear pivot foot and traveled, giving the ball back over to Pana. The Panthers trail by 11, 59-48, 2:42 to go in the game. Little Liberty is just over 2 minutes away from a Final Four appearance. Jumper missing completely, but following up on the rebound was Strake. Baudry took the initial shot. Strake got the ball underneath and scored. He's got 22. Owen is fouled coming across the timeline. Owen, a 59% foul shooter, will test his abilities once again.
I'll tell you, this Owen plays with a lot of intensity and a lot of determination.
Free throws tonight. Unofficially, Liberty 11 of 16 on the evening. Pana just 2 of 8. 2:29 to go. First of the 1-and-1, in and out. Ball tips are on, controlled by Liberty. Tapped away from Jerry Nyson by Winicky. And Winicky will be called for the foul for grabbing from behind. His second. Update on the Quincy Lincoln score.
Okay, three-quarter score. Quincy still in the lead over Lincoln. Quincy 44 and Lincoln 38. Also in the third quarter, Effingham 34, Mount Vernon 30. Two good double-A games.
Effingham was the conference champion of the Mid-State Conference, of which Pana is a member. And those two teams knocked heads several times during the season.
Effingham's one of the teams that beat Pana this year.
Pana with a 27-4 record, Liberty 26-4. On the basis of just opponents during the season, you would have to give the edge to Pana. They've played stronger opposition. But it's been Liberty who has controlled the ball game tonight.
That's right. The only Class A team to defeat Pana was Vandalia.
80 misses the 10-footer. 2:14 to go. Pana down by 10. Straight scores. He's got 24. Joe Strake about 10 points over his average as Owen scores again. Look at he's fired up. Oh, is he excited.
You know, it's one... Okay, on the replay, you're going to see the long pass again to Owen. I'll calling the foul before the shot, giving him the 1-and-1 free throw. I think the push was early. But, you know, we've talked a lot about Jeff Owen, but give a lot of credit to that man that's jumping that ball out of bounds, getting it in very quickly, and give a lot of credit to the coach, because that's a great play.
The funny thing is that Pana has not been able to solve that at all. 1-and-1 for Owen. He hits the first one, giving Liberty a 61-52 lead with 2:05 to go. They've been an entertaining ball club tonight.
Indeed. He walks off the foul line after he makes the first one. Some coaches want him to stay there after they make the first one.
And this one rattles the iron, falls off. Pana brings it down short. 2 minutes to go. Pass from Winicky, blocked right back to him. 80 underneath. Taking the jumper, Baudry, it scores. Baudry averaging 18 a game. That's his 12th. Liberty up by 7. There's the pressure. Jerry Nyson handles it well, gets to the front court. Coming from behind, John McLeod, just in the ball game for the Panthers, trying to make the steal, got the wrist.
Sulphur Chemical Company is one of our co-sponsors on these Class A telecasts, and they're happy you're looking in tonight and the rest of the evening. Sulphur hopes they'll be with us again tomorrow.
You know, when you talk about a press offense or a press breaker, when you talk about Liberty Eagles, you talk about Jerry Nyson. Boy, I tell you, he can dribble through 2 or 3 of them with very little difficulty.
Nyson with 15 points, shot at number 15. He averages 15 a game. He's a 75% free throw shooter, Jerry Nyson.
He actually looks like he has the advantage when there's 2 people guarding him.
And he hits the second. Liberty up by 9, 1:39 to go. The Eagles trying to shut the door. The Panthers trying to stay alive. 80 along the lane, fights his way in. Can't hit the jumper. Rebound to Dion Nyson. He is double-teamed by Strake and Baudry gets the foul. And you can see how dejected he is. Number 52, 6'5", 185-pound senior Mark Baudry.
You know, it's very interesting, Tom, because Dion Nyson, who was such a very important part of the first half scoring for Liberty, has kind of cooled off in the second half. But here he is with a chance to go to the line.
That is number 5 on Baudry. So he checks out of the game with 1:27 left.
.127 left. Tiny Liberty, 9 points away, a minute 30 seconds away from the final score. And again, we talked about the superior opposition that Pana, as far as quality, has played, at least opposition that we know about. We do not know a lot about the teams that Liberty played this year, and you would have to give the on-paper edge, but obviously you don't play this ball game on paper, Coach, right?
That's correct. And I noticed over the course of the year, Liberty has beaten their opponents by a 19-point-a-game average. So I think they're definitely for real.
They lost 4 games this year. They lost to Quincy, Notre Dame, Nauvoo, Payson Seymour, and Brussels. And they, in the super sectional, beat Pittsfield 56-43.
You know, both these teams did not win their conferences, yet they're in the Elite Eight.
Payson Seymour won the conference that Liberty plays in, the Pike County Conference. Paul Crakey, his 6th year the head coach at Liberty, a record 103 wins, 53 losses. John Blackburn, right there talking to his Panthers. He brings playoff experience when he was coaching at Morrisonville, bringing his team here to the Super Sectionals and the Elite Eight in the early 70s. And all of us are happy to have you watching our telecast of this boys Class A final. We appreciate the fine comments we've had in the past from so many of you around the state enjoying the telecast. If you have comments or suggestions, we'd be happy to hear from you. Write Basketball Box 577, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. And don't forget, coming up shortly, Danville Sparman goes against Dunlap. Liberty as a team is averaging just over 67.5 points a game. Missing the free throw is Nyson. 123. Underneath the pass for Byers, deflected to Owen. Owen this time has to bring it down against some pressure. And he traveled, bringing it down against the pressure offered by John McLeod, number 44. I guess you got to say it's one of the few mistakes Jeff Owen has made tonight. He is sparkle for the Eagles tonight. Drake missing the flying jumper in the middle. He goes up again, but he's fouling the shot. 1:08 to go. Liberty clinging to a 9-point lead, as we'll see that muscle-bound action in the middle. Just a lot of scrapping and coming in was Nyson to draw the foul. His 4th personal. Blake will shoot 2. It's just one of those nights. Nothing's going in for Pana. On the year, they're really not a great field goal shooting team at 48%. Lower than average free throw shooting team, 61.9%, but they're here as he gets the second. Pana 3 of 10 from the free throw line tonight. 1:03 to go. Liberty with the ball. Just a minute away from the semifinals. Liberty from the free throw line, 15 of 25. Whistle blows. And McLeod was involved in the action over there, number 44 for the white-shirted Pana Panthers. And he is called on the foul. We've got 52 seconds left. So much now like Tiny Liberty. With that charming name, reminds you of all the small schools who have etched themselves their niche in Illinois high school basketball tournament history along the 74 years. 3.5 minutes to go. Quincy 57, Lincoln 49. Dan Duff of Lincoln is fouled out. Quincy by 8 with 3.5 minutes. Rebound bucket scored by Byers. 38 seconds left. Liberty by 6. That's not over yet. All Pana can do now, of course, is foul and try to hope to get the rebound off for 1-1.
And I'm sure sophomore Dennis Kringle is going to be seeing a lot of action at the free throw line. They're going to try to take advantage of this 16-year-old sophomore.
He'll get 2 shots on this one. The foul was charged to McLeod. That is his 4th already, and he's barely played a quarter. Trying to ice it is Kringle. And he gets the first one. Dennis Kringle, a 65% free throw shooter. Came in the ball game averaging 5.3 points a game. And he has got 3 tonight. He came in as the 6th man and has stayed all the way as he gets the second. Liberty up by 8, 35 seconds to go. Pana down short. Eric Winnigan in the middle. Byers can't back it in. Too hard. On the way by Joe Strake of Pana calls for the foul. Things going from bad to worse for the Panthers. Now there's 28 seconds remaining. 65-57. Don't forget, folks, coming right up, about 15 minutes to 20 minutes after the conclusion of this contest will be our next and final quarterfinal game of the day between the toppers of Danville Schlarman High School and the Eagles of Dunlop. Leon Nyson with 15 points, can't get number 16. Pana down short, 25 seconds left, down by 8. There's the steal by Jerry Nyson. Nyson going in, lost the handle. But it was batted out of bounds, apparently by one of the Panthers. I was screened from the play from this angle.
Knocked out of bounds by Eric Winnicke.
Okay. As Nyson's back was square to me, I couldn't see what happened, but it's Liberty's ball with 18 seconds. Here comes some subs into the ball game for Pana. As with 17 seconds, John Blackburn realizes that things are about over. But a very courageous 1980-81 season for the Mid-State Conference Pana Panthers. They'll finish the season 27-5, and I'll tell you, Coach, I'll take a few of those seasons.
Isn't that the truth? And how about a special compliment for Joe Scrake? I thought he had a very fine offensive basketball game for Pana tonight.
That front line did a good job tonight for Pana. But they had a flat spot, and the flat spot really killed them. And we got wholesale substitution, folks, coming into the ball game. We'll just catch them as they get the ball. Checking in for Pana, let's try to get him. 34, Mike Aldy. His dad played on the 1946 Pana Sweet 16 team. There's a little family history right there. Aldy, father and son get to play in the state tournament. Not too many families can say that in this state. As Jeff Owen hits the free throw. Also in there, number 40, Mark Spinner for Pana. And he hits the second. Checking in now for Liberty 44, Jim Seals. Also 52, Rod Droff in there. Number 12, Todd Bakowitz for Pana. Drake still in the ball game, hits the jumper. Nice shot, 10 seconds to go. 67-59 Liberty. Loose ball in the backcourt. Coming in for the jumper, number 34, Mike Aldy. And he scores, but the ball game is all over. Liberty advances to the semifinals to meet the winner of the Danville Schlarman Dunlop game. A gutsy performance, an entertaining ball game by the tiniest school.